Hey beautiful faces. So today I'm going to teach y'all to do a pop and cut crease. So I just want to say welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I already tied up my hair. So with that being said, the first product that I'll be grabbing is this Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Keep in mind this video is for all girls, but especially girls with hooded eyelids who would love to still create that bomb cut crease. So I'm just taking this Shadow Insurance and I'm going to place it all over my eyelids. And I'm just going to blend it out. Keep in mind throughout the entire video, I am looking in my mirror from time to time just to make sure that I'm doing everything neat and efficiently. Okay, now it's time to get started with this cut crease, girl. Okay. So, I got this old behind BH Cosmetics 120 color palette. I got this thing when I was like 16 years old, when I just got started with makeup, like just getting into it. So don't judge me. I know my palette is dirty. I had this thing for a little minute now. I know it's annoying. So anyways, back to the video. I'm going to take this white shadow and I'm also going to use my BH Cosmetics brush that I got in like this little brush bundle kit or whatever you want to call it, but I'm going to use this. It doesn't have a number or anything to it, so I'm going to take that, dip it in the white shadow, and I'm going to place it on my eyelids where I put that Shadow Insurance and blend that thing all out so that way I have a nice white base to start off with. So for this next part, I'm going to take this really pretty burgundy color. And for this look, you're going to need a nice, fine, sharp brush in order to create this look. Because you want your cut crease to be nice and neat. You don't want it to be all messy and all over the place because it just wouldn't look right, trust me. So obviously if you're a girl like me, we have a hooded eyelid. So you have to create a crease. So I'm going to start where my natural crease starts, and as I go up, I'm going to draw above my natural crease to create a crease, if that makes any sense. Because obviously if you draw on your natural crease, then you won't see the cut crease once you're done. So just watch what I'm doing and you'll eventually get the hang of it. Next, I'm going to be taking this champagne color. It's really pretty, and I'm going to put that right above my cut crease just so it can give it, a nice gradient effect, and the cut crease itself won't, be so harsh. I then decided that the burgundy cut crease just wasn't dark enough for my liking. So I took some of the black shadow and I mixed it with the burgundy. So that way my cut crease could just be a little bit darker and defined, as you can see. For the next part, you're going to need some concealer and a nice flat brush. So for concealer, I would suggest a concealer that won't have you walking around with creased eyelids. That's just my opinion, but for the sake of the video, I just use whatever concealer I had, at the time that I just picked up, and mine just so happens to be LA Girl Pro in the colors Cool Tan and Pure Beige. So I just took those two concealers and I mixed them all together on my hand, and then I started applying the concealers onto my eyelid. And when you applying the concealers onto your eyelids, just make sure you take your time. Like, I can't stress that enough. Just make sure you take your time, because you don't just want to just start applying concealer and it's just everywhere. Like, just make sure you take your time and you really get underneath that crease and you're just neat and crisp with it. I'm telling you, it'll come out so nice and neat, you'll be happy. So for setting powders, I would use the Lear Mercier's translucent powder, but I decided to use this powder that I got from my hair store. It's by the brand Absolute New York, and it has a tint to it, so that's the reason why I'm using this one. So I'm just going to dip it in the powder. You can use a flat brush or a blending brush, pretty much whatever brush you like that can get in the creases and all of that good stuff. So I'm just going to apply that on top of the concealer. And yeah, I'm just going to pat it on there and try to pat it, into the skin, not just on top, if that makes any sense. I'm going to now take that same flat brush and I'm going to dust away any powder underneath my eyes and dip it back in the translucent powder, and just keep applying the powder to my concealer as I mentioned once before. So once you completed all those steps, your cut crease should look something like this. And yeah, so I'm going to clean it up in just a sec. This was another cut crease I did just with some brown shadows. But I just want to say thank you for watching, you guys. Like and subscribe.